Okay, so another example for general mathematics reviewer. A spherical balloon is being inflated. Let r of t equals 3t centimeters represents its radius at time t seconds, and let g of r equals 4/3 pi times quantity 3t cube be the volume of the same balloon where its radius is r. What is g of r in terms of t seconds? So we are going to find the composite functions g of r in terms of t seconds. So from our function g of r, so we just have to simplify it. 4/3 pi 3t quantity cube, so that's equal to 4/3 pi. This 3t here is already the r from this function 3t, so we do not need to find or represent this with r anymore, so it is already represented by 3t. So we just have to expand 3t cube, so that's 27t cube. Yan. Then you know that 27 can be divided by 3, so by cancellation technique you can just have 9. 4 pi times 9t cube. Yan. So pwede mo nang i-multiply si 4 at saka si 9 kasi they are both numerical coefficients. So pwede mo silang i-multiply as 4 times 9, that's 36. So we can continue it here. So that's 36 pi t cube. So therefore we can just express g of r as 36 pi t cube. Yan. So ayusin lang natin kasi pangit. So that's 36 pi t cube. Yan. Okay na yan. So yan yung g of r in terms of t seconds. Okay, so let's move on. Mark has won 19 out of 28 tennis matches this season. What equation tells how many more games he needs to win to average of 75% wins over losses? Okay, so in this situation, you just have to find the number of wins that Mark could have para ma-increase or may taas yung winning percentage niya into 75%. So, ilang wins ang kailangan niya? Ilang winnings ang kailangan niya para maging 75% yung winning percentage niya. So, kung may 19 wins na siya, dagdagan pa ng X wins, we do not know kung ilan yan, over, syempre, ito, X is number of games din yan. So, his first games are already 28 games, kasama na yung loss dyan, plus, syempre, madagdagan din ng X, kasi games din, equals point, or 75% in decimal is 0.75. So, what equation tells how many more games he needs. So ito yung equation. We are not being asked to solve for x or number of winnings, but we are asked to find the equation. So this is already the equation. 19 plus x all over 28 plus x equals 0.75. Okay, for this next question, uh, what type of expression is y equals x squared minus 2x? So, we have discussed in our general math lessons that there are rational equations. When we say rational equations, it's the polynomial x over another polynomial q of x is equal to 0. So this is a rational equation. For rational inequality, we have p of x, or the numerator is a polynomial over the denominator is also a polynomial, is greater than or equal to 0, or could be less than or equal to 0, or it could also be greater than 0 or less than 0. So these are the rational inequalities. So the symbol that separates the polynomials and 0 is not an equal symbol. Now in this case, y equals x squared minus 2x is an example of a rational function. So when we say rational function, it's y is equal to the numerator is a polynomial all over the denominator is also a polynomial. So p of x over q of x are the symbols. But you cannot see a denominator in our situation here. Y equals x squared minus 2x plus 1. But since you cannot see a denominator, that means x squared minus 2x plus 1 all over 1. So 1 is also a polynomial expression, but it is just a constant. So this is a rational function. For our next example, which of the following rational expressions can be classified as a rational equation? So as I've mentioned earlier, the rational equations have equal signs as the symbol, and the involved parts are in terms of fractions. So which of these four options are rational equations? So number or letter A is not a rational equation because square root of x minus 1 is not a polynomial expression. Letter B is a rational equation because, as you can see on the left part, there are fractions where the numerator and the denominator, or numerators and the denominators, are both polynomials. Same here on the right side of the equation. The numerator and the denominator are both polynomials. On letter C, the symbol that separates the left side and the right side is not an equal sign. So it's not an equation, it's an inequality. For letter D, y equals 10x minus 4 all over x squared minus 4. So it's not an equation, but it is already a function. So the only option that is a rational equation is letter B.